Hi. Okay, we all from uh, course Leadership in Education. Okay, we all want to present about the chapter 3, Traditional and Behavioral Leadership Theories. Okay, my lecturer is Dr. Yap Sobbi and my team members is Azira binti Abdul Aziz, me, Zuliana binti Zulkifli, and Siti Zaliza binti Abu Khori. Okay, I want to overview subtopic from we all topic for today is trait leadership, behavioral leadership, leadership style, situational leadership, contingency leadership, past goal leadership, and the last is the conclusion. Okay, what is leadership theory? Okay, leadership theory is a broad network of related framework and concept. A theory was created for us to understand and master the nature of leadership, the nature and behavior of effective leader, as well as the dynamic of leadership in the organizations and society. The one major categories of leadership theory is trait theory. Okay, what is the trait theory? Okay, trait theory is focuses entirely on identifying natural qualities and characteristics that distinguish leaders from non-leaders. And the second important category is behavioral theory, which focuses on emphasizing the actions and behavior of leaders that can be observed rather than inherent traits. And I'm highlight two type of the important theory is trait theory and leadership and behavior leadership theory. Okay. Okay, traditional leadership theories and behavioral leadership theory is my part. Okay, what is the traditional leadership theory? Traditional leadership theories tend to focus on the characteristic of leader themselves and on the different style of leadership. They also tend to emphasize the importance of leadership follower relationship and leader ability to motivate and inspire followers. Okay, traditional leadership can be interrupted as the leadership bond in the midst of traditional society or a newly growing society. The opinion is based on two theories, namely agreement theory and trait theory. Okay, what is the behavioral theories leadership? Okay, behavioral leadership theory is a management philosophy that evaluates leader according to the actions they display in the workspace. Okay, next, traditional leadership theory are classified into three main categories. Okay, that's are traits, behavioral, and situational. Okay, come up with the trait leadership first. Okay, trait leadership is the great main theory of leadership is 19th century. Either they started a person is either a nature born leader or not. Some people are born with the necessary leadership attributes that help them create a great impact on society, politics, or the military. The theory focuses on identifying in the inequalities and characteristics possessed by great men. Okay, five main concepts of the traditional leadership. Okay, it's autocratic, democratic, laissez-faire, and charismatic and bureaucratic. Okay, example of the trait theory of the leadership is Nelson Mandela, who is a famous political prisoner and former president of South Africa, has inspired the world with his leadership journey. And the criticism of the trait leadership is only predict the emergency of leader, not the effectiveness of leader. Okay, for the example, even if an individual show leadership qualities leader, this does not guarantee the effectiveness and efficiency. Okay, next, I would like to present about the behavioral leadership theories. Okay, behavioral leadership theories is a roots that track to the 19th roots of the behavioral theories. Okay, track back to the 1940 and 1950 when leadership study underwent a transformative shift. Researchers include Kurt Lewin, Douglas McGregor, and Aerobic Blake. Okay, now leadership theory of behavioral is consider the observable action and reaction of leader and follower in a given situation. And behavioral theories focus on how leader behave and assume that leader can be made rather than born, and successful leadership is based on definable and learnable behavior. Advantage of the behavior is flexibility in choosing a leadership style. Characteristic can be learned and taught. Clear guideline for leader to follow in terms of how to interact with their member, set expectation, communicative effectively, and give back. Disadvantage of the behavior is may not accurately capture to insatiate in three cases involved in leadership. Emotional and cultural contents are not given due importance, and leadership can get the idea to manipulate behavior to create a certain perception without having genuine basic qualities. Okay, about the criticism, okay, it's difficult to say which leadership style is more important is enabling one group to work better than another. The style a leader can adopt is more influenced by the people they work with, the environment in which they perform their duties. And okay, two major study in the behavior theories at the University of Michigan in Ohio is about the orientation towards tasks and the orientation towards people. And the last but not least, I would like to present about the top 10 types of behavioral leadership is the people-oriented leaders, task-oriented leaders, participative leaders, status quo leaders, indifference leaders, dictatorial leaders, country club leaders, sound leaders, opportunistic leaders, and the paternalistic leaders. Okay, that's all for me. Okay, I would like to continue and pass with my friends. Thank you.
I am Sizaliza binti Abu Khori. I will continue to present on Chapter 3, Traditional and Behavioral Leadership Theories, Topic 3.3, Leadership Style. What is leadership style? Leadership style is viewed as a combination of different characteristics, traits, and behavior that are used by leaders for interacting with their subordinates. Nizaruddin 2017 stated that leadership style involves skills like decision making, communication, strategic thinking, and empathy. Leadership style has a huge influence on how a leader make decisions, communicate expectation, motivate followers, and create a work environment. Basic leadership style. There are 3 basic leadership styles include autocratic, democratic, and laissez-faire. Autocratic leadership style. What is autocratic leadership style? Autocratic leadership, also known as authoritarian leadership, is a leadership system in which the leader holds absolute power and make decisions without any input from followers. What are the characteristics of the autocratic leadership style? First, centralized decision making. Second, direct supervision. Third, limited individual autonomy. And the last one is authoritarian control. What are the advantages of autocratic leadership style? First, quick decision making. Second, clear direction. And third, suitable in crisis situation. What are the disadvantages of autocratic leadership style? First, lack of creativity and innovation. Second, reduced employees' morale and motivation. Third, dependency on the leader. And the last one, autocratic leadership style has been known to create a tense work environment. Now, I will continue to present on laissez-faire leadership style. What is laissez-faire leadership style? Laissez-faire leadership, sometimes referred to as delegative leadership, is a leadership style in which the leader has a hand-off approach, minimal involvement, and allow followers to make decisions. What are the characteristics of laissez-faire leadership style? First, mistakes are normal. Second, leader is still accountable. Third, minimal intervention. Fourth, trust in followers' ability. And the last one, absence of direct control. What are the advantages of laissez-faire leadership style? First, promote creativity and innovation. Second, personal growth. Third, empower employees. Fourth, it allows for quick and faster decision making. And the last one, suitable for highly skilled teams. And what are the disadvantages of laissez-faire leadership style? First, lack of direction and clarity. Second, represent positively or even an outright avoidance of leadership. Third, potential for reduced productivity. And the last one, lack of support and feedback. Okay. The last basic leadership style is democratic leadership style. What is democratic leadership style? Democratic leadership style, also commonly known as participative leadership, is a kind of leadership approach where the leader involves team members in the decision-making process, encouraging open communication and seeking consensus on important matters. What are the characteristics of democratic leadership style? First, inclusive decision-making. Second, shared vision and goal. Third, supportive communication. Fourth, trust and respect. And the last one is empowerment and autonomy. What are the advantages of democratic leadership style? First, higher employee engagement. Second, enhance creativity and innovation. Third, improve problem solving. And the last one, stronger team cohesion. Now, I will continue to explain about the disadvantages of democratic leadership style. First, time-consuming decision-making. Fourth, lack of direction in crisis. And the last one, potential for conflicts. I will continue to explain on topic situational leadership, topic 3.4. What is situational leadership? Situational leadership is a flexible leadership style that adapts to the specific needs and capabilities of individual followers or groups. A situational leader tries to discover the characteristics of his or her followers in order to know which leadership style to use with him or her. What are the characteristics of situational leadership? First, readiness assessment. Second, differentiated leadership style. Third, flexible and adaptive approach. And the last one, not a one-size-fits-all approach. Leadership style of situational leadership. Hersey and Blanchard suggested that there are 4 primary leadership styles. The first is telling. In this leadership style, the leader tells people what to do and how to do. The second one is selling. This style involves more back and forth between leaders and followers. The third is participating. In this approach, the leader offers less direction and allow members of the group to take a more active role in coming up with ideas and making decisions. And the last one is delegating. This style is characterized by a less involved, hands-off approach to leadership. Maturity level of situational leadership. Hersey and Blanchard's theory identify 4 different levels of maturity, including M1, Group members lack the knowledge, skill, and willingness to complete the task. M2, group members are willing and enthusiastic but lack the ability. M3, group members have the skill and capability to complete the task but are unwilling to take responsibility. And M4, group members are highly skilled and willing to complete the task. Matching style and level of situational leadership. The Hersey and Blanket model suggests that the following leadership styles are the most appropriate for these maturity levels. Low maturity level, telling style is appropriate, whereas medium maturity level, selling and participating style is suitable. And for high maturity level, delegating style is appropriate. Blanket and Hersey situational leadership theory. As we can see, there are 4 styles on the model, which is participating style, selling style, delegating style, and telling style. It shows the relationship between behavior and task. What are the advantages of leadership style? First is effective leadership matching. Second, development and growth. And third, improved decision making. What are the disadvantages of situational leadership style? The first is time and effort intensive. Second, complexity. And the last one is potential for inconsistency. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you my friends Juliana and Zaliza. Okay, let me continue. My topic is contingency leadership. What is the contingency theory of leadership? The contingency theory of leadership suggests that the effectiveness of a leader depends on the situation they are in. Different factors like the task, the leader's personality, and the group they are leading determine whether a leader or leadership style will work well. Basically, it says that leadership success or failure depends on the specific situation. Okay, there are 4 contingency leadership models. Number 1, Federal contingency theory, situational leadership, past goal theory, and the decision making theory. Okay, now look at the Federal contingency theory. What is the Federal contingency theory? Federal contingency theory is the effective leadership depends on both the leader's style and the control over the situation. Good relationships between leader and members are important, as well as clear task instructions. Leaders should be able to give rewards and punishments. This theory works best in situations with close supervision, not teamwork. It uses an LPC skill to assess leadership style, focusing on the leader's personality as the main factor for successful leadership. Number 2, situational leadership theory, also known as Hersey and Blankett's theory, centered on adjusting leadership style based on the maturity of the individuals being led. It suggests 4 main leadership behavior, which is telling, selling, participating, and delegating. It's like what Zaliza explained just now. Maturity level vary from incompetence and unwillingness to perform tasks to willingness and ability. Effective leadership involves adapting technique to match the maturity level of the group in the different situation. Okay, number 3, path goal theory. Path goal theory combines goal setting and expectancy theories, stating that effective leaders assist their followers in achieving their goals and providing support and information. Leaders ensure that subordinates have clear paths to success and help remove obstacles along the way. And then the last one, decision-making theory, also known as the Yeton-Jago decision-making model of leadership. This contingency leadership model puts forth the idea that effective leaders size up situations, assess them, and then determine how much support the group will be towards the efforts, adjusting their preferred leadership style to fit it. And then look at to the how applying contingency theory in the workplace, especially in education. In education, contingency theory suggests that the effective leadership relies on the factors like the situation, task, and the people involved. Leader must grasp that different situations call for the different approaches, so they should be ready to adapt their leadership style accordingly. In education, leaders such as school administrators or department heads face various challenges like different project size, team compositions, and deadline. By applying contingency theory, these leaders understand that their success is not just about their personal style, but it's about the specific circumstances. To lead their teams effectively, managers and supervisors in education may need to change their leadership style based on the situation. They might need to be more hands-on in some situations and more collaborative in others, depending on the team's need and the task hands. Leadership education and training can help professionals in education understand and handle the complexities of leadership, allowing them to succeed in their role. Okay, now last part of my presentation is a path goal leadership. What is the path goal leadership? Path goal theory leadership was the first introduced by Robert House in 971 and later revised in 969. A leader's style, traits, and behaviors influence team productivity and motivation and satisfaction. A leader compliments their employees and can compensate for their shortcomings, give their employees a clear path to follow achieve goals, removing challenges and obstacles. The theory provides guidance for way leaders can encourage and support employees in reaching their goals. Okay, we can see there is a 4 principles of path goals. Okay, number 1, clarifying goals, communicate the team's goals and expectations. Number 2, removing obstacles, identify and eliminate obstacles that hinder team progress. And then number 3, providing support, offer guidance, coaching and supports to their team members. And the last one, tailoring leadership style, adapt leadership style to meet the needs of their team. Okay, now what are the 4 types path goal leadership styles? Okay, number 1, directive leadership, providing clear instructions, expectations and specific guidance to team. Okay, number 2, supportive leadership, creating a supportive and friendly work environment, very important. And then number 3, participative leadership, involving team members in the decision-making process. And the last one, achievement-oriented leadership, setting challenging goals, having high expectations for teams. Okay, environmental characteristic of workplace, task structure and work group are the 2 environmental factors. When the structure is high, directive leadership is less effective than when the structure is low. The nature of the work group also affect the leadership behavior. The leaders must provide support in the work group that is incapable of supporting itself, using on a using one of the style contingents upon situational factor, the leader attempts to influence subordinates' perception and motivate them, leading to subordinates' role clarity, goal expectancy, satisfaction, and performance. Okay, look at to the diagram. Okay, this is subordinates' motivation to perform. Okay. As I explained before, past goal theory state that the leader is responsible to providing followers with information, supports, and other resources necessary to achieve their goal. Past goal theory indicates that a leader must properly set a path to a goal and guide and explain how to achieve the goal successfully to follower. The term path goal denotes that the leader must illuminate the path to the goal and explain how to make the journey successful to follower. The path goal theory of leadership indicates that the leader in charge of clarifying the subordinates about the action and behavior which is followed will lead to the goal attainment. Okay, that's all from our group. Thank you.